I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2016. Sagittarians, we begin the month with Mars that is aspecting a part of your chart that speaks about retreat, it speaks about behind the scenes activities. It's a place where we go and meditate and do a lot of introspection. This is a house that also speaks about prisons, confinement, and also some amount of charity that is done really behind the scenes, about which you really don't make a big noise about. Now, whenever Mars transits this particular house, you are driven to sort of cut yourself off socially. It's a time where you are going to be seeking more answers within yourself. It's a time wherein your dreams will become more prominent, and you will find yourself daydreaming more than usual. It's a brilliant time for imagination, and it can be one of your best creative times. For those of you who are in the fields of art, theatre, or even authors and writers, it's a great time to be producing some of your best work. Your intuition can surge well, though you may not be consciously be aware of it. Make sure that you give plenty of time to yourself, plenty of alone time, rest well. Also, if you can, try and sort of take some time off from your work or from your daily schedule and just get out and take a break. Mars, unfortunately, is going to be putting some extra pressure on you in order to be taking certain action, because this is a house of secrets and even scandals or even clandestine meetings. There could be some information that could come out of the closet, and it could cause some amount of havoc or chaos in your life. Venus and Pluto are conjuncting in a part of your chart that speaks about your value, possessions, and also a sense of self-worth. However, during this time, because Pluto is there, watch out the temptation to make a quick buck. Pluto has a tendency to bring out everything that lies beneath the surface, and any means which are less than honest could get you in quite a spot. This house also rules more than possessions. It speaks about what you value, and this specifically speaks about your own sense of self-worth. It's a time, Sagittarians, when again the spotlight is going to be on how much you own your material possessions and your own sense of self, and how it is that you view yourself, and how much it is through the eyes of how much it is that you are able to accumulate. This transit is also going to be affecting your own sense of not just self-worth but also pride, your own dreams, your desires, what it is that you want out of life, and how it is that you want the world at large to be perceiving you. Get ready to clean this house, and this is also the house of the higher psyche, higher mind. And Pluto is an extremely slow moving planet. It takes approximately 240 years to complete one cycle. So some of you will have only one of these particular cycles in our entire lifetime, and for some of us we may just miss it depending as to where it is aspecting in our own personal charts. Now, navigating through a Pluto and a Venus transit, it's really our time, Sagittarians, of letting go. So whether there are relationships that have been challenging for the longest of times, or whether it has been, whether you have been finding change to be quite exhausting, it's a time really for you to be stepping back and letting go. You could find your romantic and your social life undergoing quite a transformation. You will find that you are seeking relationships that are far more deeper than usual. Superficial relationships will no longer hold any charm for you. We have Venus that is squaring Uranus in a part of your chart that speaks about love, relationship, children, and creativity. And Uranus is the planet he's pretty much the team boy of astrology. So a lot of chaos, unpredictability can be expected. In your closest relationships, you can expect people to be acting quite out of order. You can also expect maybe some sudden developments. Maybe some of you may just get hitched quite suddenly, and you may not have planned it earlier. For some of you, your relationship with your children quite be unusual. It can be that maybe you discover a talent in your child. Maybe it can be something surprising news which you may come to know about your child. Necessarily not bad, it can be something extremely nice as well. It's a time where you are going to be freeing yourself of personal inhibitions, and this also has to do with your past conditioning, Sagittarians. So let go of old patterns, things which have been stopping you from moving ahead. it's a great time to be doing a good cleanup of that part of your life as well. It's a very playful and somewhat eccentric energy that Uranus is bringing into your house of love. So try not to, even though you're seeking deeper relationships and meaningful relationships, if you find love that is more playful, which is more flirty, accept it for what it is and let it sort of evolve. Don't disregard it, because it may not seem as intense or deep as you would want or your perception of love would be of. You may also attract unusual romances or romantic partners during this time. We have a new moon in a part of your chart that speaks about your siblings, it speaks about education, and it speaks about some amount of travel and a lot of communication as well. It's a house of Mercury, and new moon over here is just speaking about a favorable time to be learning something new, maybe picking up a newer language, maybe interacting with people who are across borders, different countries, understanding new cultures, or even having a rapport with others. It's a time where you're going to be very consciously be aware of your environment, about your neighbors, about how you should be participating more at a larger level with society. And for some of you, it can be that a sibling requires either an advice, or you are being called upon to be a mediator in some kind of a family feud which involves your sibling. We have Sun that is conjuncting Neptune around the 20th, and this is a once in a year transit. This is lighting up a part of your chart that is your home. It's a house of Cancer, it's a house of your mother. And Neptune over here is going to be, it's going to be changing your own personal sense of reality to quite an extent. You may just find that the place that you live either is not bringing you the happiness that you thought that it would, or some of you are going to be quite disillusioned with your living surroundings. For some of you, there's going to be a strong sense of harmony and peace, and maybe the area where you live, there could be a lot of construction that's happening, and some of you will move houses. It speaks a lot about changing homes. It speaks about renting, leasing, buying, selling of real estate. Ensure, however, that you don't just get sold on the pre-picture, because Neptune tends to cause a haze, and you may just get deceived into buying into something which in reality it may not turn out to be what it was promised to you. Some of you may also undergo an identity crisis, and you may eventually have a more clearer, better understanding of yourself. Neptune also tends to make the body really, really sensitive, so ensure that you're not medicating yourself, you're not doing any recreational drugs. And it's also not the best time, even though Mars rules surgery, but with Neptune also I would say you may just feel the need to be either not just medicating yourself, but you may just feel that there is an ailment which is far more worse than in reality it actually is. So February really is not the best of time to be going in for any kind of medicated therapy, so to speak. This cycle will bring about some amount of confusion as well, because it's covering your home, the place where you live, and you may be idolizing your family or people with whom you share your space. It can be that you have this entire dream thing where everybody is happy, nobody ever argues or fights, or even has a difference of opinion, and there may be just a need for this intense need for peace and harmony, and wanting to be in a place where everybody sort of laughs and walks holding hands towards the sunset. Remind yourself, Sagittarians, if on the contrary your life is what all of us lead as well, which is full of arguments and some amount of pain and some amount of happiness as well, that Neptune is very much there prominently, which is aspecting your house of home. So let this phase get over before you run out and buy a new house, or before you decide to either throw out the person with whom you're sharing this space, or even if it's a friend who's come to stay with you. Try and keep your expectations low as far as your sense of peace and harmony are concerned. Also, do a reality check as to what your expectations are from your family or people whom you consider as family. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Sagittarians. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for